Hello, all. It's me, Devin, and I am here today to give you my top 10 favorite movies of 2018. These are not my picks for what I think will be nominated at the Academy Awards for Best Picture. That will come in a separate video. These are just my picks for my favorite movies of 2018. Alright, starting off with number 10, Game Night. I was pleasantly surprised at how well this movie was able to keep me interested the whole time. Normally, movies in this genre will pique my interest for about the first half, and then it will kind of lose me. And I was pleasantly surprised that this movie was not that way. Alright, number 9, Incredibles 2. I am not a huge fan of animation, but this movie, there are some nostalgic memories that coincide with this movie for me, but it was able to live up to my expectations. And for that, I really appreciated it and will name it number 9 on my list of the best movies of the year. Number 8 is Creed 2. Again, this movie lived up to my expectations, and not only that, I think it was almost better than the first Creed, which is really hard to do because the first Creed was really good also, I thought. I don't love movies where there is a lot of violence and fighting, but this movie was able to combine the fighting and violence with a story and heart, and for that, I really appreciated it. Okay, moving right along. Number 7 is Bumblebee. I told the people I went with to this movie that I was not excited to see it because I do not love Transformers movies very much, but this movie I thought was very good. It was able to combine the story with the fight sequences where I don't feel like previously Transformers movies have flourished. I think that they are mostly fighting, maybe with a little story, but not much. And so I was impressed that this movie was as good as it was. And I thought Haley Steinfeld knocked it out of the park. I normally don't really like her, but I thought she did great. Okay, number 6. A Quiet Place. First off, I love Emily Blunt, so I had a feeling I would enjoy this movie. I did not realize, though, at what level I would enjoy this movie. I'm not especially a huge fan of horror thriller type movies. And so I was like, yeah, I'll see it, and I won't feel like my time is wasted being at it. But I was surprised at how much emotion and story was able to be conveyed using such small dialogue. And I thought it really paved a new way for movies that want to use less dialogue. Okay, number 5, Black Panther. Every time a new Marvel movie comes out, I'm like, here we go. It's the same old stuff, and I'm over it. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised, at how not Marvel typical this movie was. It really was able to suck me in and keep me sucked in for the whole film, and for that, it gets a spot on my list for the top 10 best movies. Okay, number 4, you guys might judge me, but First Man. I thought this movie was excellent. Granted, I am a big fan of the space race and stuff like that, so I can see how people wouldn't like it, but I loved it, and I think it is not getting the recognition it deserves, which is a shame. Okay, number 3, Green Book. There are few civil rights type movies where I walk out not thinking, oh, white people are the worst. They're just so evil. I'm ashamed to be white. But this movie was one of those few, and for that, I really appreciated it. Not only did Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali drop really knock their performances out of the park, but the film was just a feel good type, like, yeah, humankind is good type movie. And I think that's what we need right now. Alright, number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody. I loved this movie. I can see where people are coming from when they express disdain for this movie, but I thought it was great. The first half is a little slower and more cliche than the second half, but I loved it. I loved the music of Queen though, so that might explain some of it. I thought it was really good. Alright, and my number one movie of 2018 is A Star Is Born. This movie, I know it's been remade. This is like its fourth remake, but it is so good, and I thought Bradley Cooper directing it did so good. Not only does it have great acting by Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, great cinematography, great music, it also it made me feel, which I use how a movie makes me feel as a gauge for how great the movie is. And this movie caused me to learn about love. It caused me to learn about the incredible happiness that people feel. It caused me to learn about sadness. Obviously, no spoilers, but obviously, I learned about sadness. Yeah, so anyway, those are my top 10 movies for 2018. Keep an eye out. I'm going to be releasing a video of what movies I think will be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. So keep an eye out for that. And be sure to like this video. Thank you all for watching.